Lo, by Charles Hoyfort, Part 1, Chapter 7H. Because of our expressions upon teleportative currents, I am most interested in repetitions in one place. Upon May 26, 1920, began a series of tremendous thunderstorms in England, culminating upon the 29th in a flood that destroyed 50 houses in Louth, Lincolnshire. Upon the 26th, in a central part of London, Gower Street, near the British Museum, a crowd gathered outside Dr. Mitchie's house. Gower Street is in Bloomsbury. To the Bloomsbury boarding houses go the American schoolmarms who visit London, and beyond the standards of Bloomsbury, primly pronounced Bloomsbury, respectability does not exist. Dr. Mitchie went out and asked the crowd what it, or anything else, could mean by being conspicuous in Bloomsbury. He was told that in an enclosure behind his house had been seen a snake. In a positive sense, he did not investigate. He simply went to a part of the enclosure that was pointed out to him. Though, in his general practice, Dr. Mitchie was probably as scientific as anybody else, I must insist that this was no scientific investigation. He caught the snake. The creature was explained. It was said to be a venomous snake from Egypt. Many Oriental students live in Gower Street, to be near the British Museum and University College. In all probability the Oriental snake had escaped from an Oriental student. You know, I don't see that Oriental students having Oriental snakes is any more likely than that American students should have American snakes. But there is an association here that will impress some persons. According to my experience, and according to data to come, I think that somebody identified an English adder as an Oriental snake to fit in with the Oriental students, and then fitted in the Oriental students with the Oriental snake, arguing reasonably that if an Oriental snake was found where there were Oriental students, the Oriental snake had probably escaped from the Oriental students. As I have pointed out, often enough, I know of no reasoning process that is not parthenogenetic, and if this is the way the identification and the explanation came about, the author of them has companionship with Plato and Darwin and Einstein, and earthworms. The next day, there was another crowd. This one in a part of London far from Gower Street, Sydenham. A snake had been seen in the garden. Then a postman killed it. Oriental students do not live in Sydenham. This snake was an adder. London Daily Express, May 28th. Upon the 29th, in Store Street, near Gower Street, a butcher, Mr. G.H. Hill, looked out from his shop, and saw a snake wriggling along the sidewalk. He caught the snake, which was probably an adder. Picture of it in the Weekly Dispatch of the 30th. So there were some excitements, but they were mild, compared with what occurred in a crowded part of London, June 2nd. See the Daily Express, June 3rd. Outside the Roman Catholic Cathedral, Westminster, an adder appeared. This one stopped traffic, and had a wide audience that approached and retreated, and reacted with a surge to every wriggle in such disproportion that there's no seeing how action and reaction can always be equal. 3 men jumped on it. This one is told of in the Westminster and Pimlico News, June 4th and 11th, and here it is said that another adder had appeared in Westminster, having been caught under a mat at Morpeth Mansions. About this time, far away in North London, Willesden, an adder was killed in the field. London Times, June 21st. Common sense tells me that probably some especially vicious joker had been scattering venomous snakes around. But some more common sense tells me that I cannot depend upon common sense.